have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A-plus rating with the Better Bureau. So if you owe money to the IRS and you feel trapped, do not lose hope. Tax Relief Advocates can help you significantly reduce or even eliminate your IRS debt. You can stop worrying another day about your tax problem and end your tax nightmares today simply by going to TRA.com or call 800-544-9525. 800-544-9525. Once again, that's 800-544-9525. in Illinois who called the police looking for aid. She believed she heard an intruder. She called the police, as we are taught to do. If you see something, say something. The police are afraid that they'll render aid, that they'll help. But from the minute they began this interaction, it seemed slightly different than that. Anybody who's being honest and watching it, it seemed as if they were suspicious from the beginning, that they wanted a certain result. And it's not surprising. Oftentimes, in these kind of circumstances, where someone calls the police, particularly someone of color, and the responding officer gets there, like you could look at what happened to Tatiana Jefferson. You could look at what happened to Tamir Rice. And now in this circumstance, what is too common is that there are people in uniform that should not be in uniforms, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Tamir Rice, he had been kicked out of a couple of local municipalities, and one of the notes in his training document said that he is so unviable as a police officer that no amount of training will work for him. Yet, 9 months later, he's in the proximity of someone he unallows. Tatiana Jefferson, there is a consistent pattern. And when it is consistent with these brutal, incompetent officers that shouldn't be on the police department, that have been moved around multiple times, they always end up in proximity of black people. And that's not an accident. We can't pretend like it is. The case in point, this latest officer. Now, in his training document, it said that he needed high-stress decision-making classes recommended from the local county sheriff's office in Illinois. There were accusations of him abusing his power and harassing a man and a woman arrested at a truck stop. Recommendations including additional traffic stop training, report writing training, high-stress decision-making training, and he needed to read the reports and things that were said about him. He was discharged from the Army and listed under misconduct, which is a serious felony. He was charged with 2 DUI offenses in 2015 and July 2016. He paid thousands of dollars in fines for unlawful acts, and his car was impounded after a 2015 incident. He worked for 6 different agencies in 4 years. How is it that we can call this an accident when he ended up in proximity of black people? This happens all over the country. As a matter of fact, LAPD, the most violent police department in the country, was established by a man named Peter Parker, and his stated mission was to bring brutal white dudes from Alabama to deal with his problem. Now, of course, accidents happen, but can you call them accidents when incompetent, brutal people are put in proximity of the people they can do harm to? Can you imagine a police officer being in proximity of anybody in a neighborhood of means? They were wrong for putting a man on the street that should have never had a gun in the bag, as evidenced by how fast they arrested him. When have you ever seen a police officer get arrested that fast? Why is it that constantly in these situations, there are 2 things that do not belong in proximity? Somebody who needs help and a police officer who's incapable of policing. Brutal, incompetent people who cannot be shocked when these results happen. If you look at George Floyd and his unaliving, look at the police officer's record and look at how brutal he was. It was inevitable. And how many people like that are walking around right now in uniform? How many people right now who are brutal, who are incompetent, who shouldn't have a gun in their bags, and then they find themselves in this situation and somebody ends up dying? You can call it a lot of things. You can call it a tragedy. You can call it unfortunate. You can call it any number of things. What you cannot call it is unremarkable. Because these things are going to happen. What do you think happens when you put people in circumstances where they're untrained, where they're frightened, where they're brutal, in situations where people need help? What do you think's going to happen? Now, Candace Owens said, well, you know, accidents happen in police. Candace should understand that she has a black child too. And a lot of these people who are walking around, who have guns and badges, who shouldn't be there, they have a tendency to show up when you need them the least. When you need them the least, they show up. And all of us, far too many times in policing, there are too many people who shouldn't be in these spaces that are under the auspices of keeping us safe. She should have been able to call the police. She should have been able to have them make sure she was okay. She should not be dead right now. But she is, and we can't be shocked about it. Who is on our streets? Why isn't there a national registry that makes sure that things like this are at least minimized? Why? Why don't we know whether a police officer was drinking or on drugs at the time he acted the way he did? It's a shame we know more about the person who was shot than the person who didn't shoot. But the things we do know and find out after, how could someone make these hires like this? How could somebody this incompetent, this poorly trained, this poorly adept, and didn't have the basic skill set to be a police officer?
educational attainment and the quality of education.
Okay, now let's look at the lowest.
You already know the lowest. I ain't look that up. I don't want to do it.
Don't do it.
So women gain twice as much weight as men every decade because they exercise less and give birth. Researchers found that the average woman puts on about almost 12 pounds every 10 years compared to just almost 6 pounds for the typical man. Yeah. I believe that, I guess.
What? Science.
Yeah.
Science.
Yes.
Did you see Trump nephew talk about it?
Mm-hmm.
And said he said he should kill his bitch.
I saw that. Because he used to help support financially and then decided, okay, that's enough because, hey, how long is this guy going to be like this? Basically.
You know, you save money if you just don't pull the plug.
That's what he said.
God, that's...
Yeah. Terrible.
So it's cat ladies and people that own anybody with any kind of foot. Coming up, we've had some great callers this week. If you missed them, not to worry. It's What Did Happen Watch Friday. Those calls will be up in about 10 minutes. It's the deal.
Join D.L. Hughley as he tackles the latest headlines with his signature wit and wisdom.
There is a growing rift of parents and their adult children who are estranged and not speaking and have, frustrated relationships. But I've noticed this whole dynamic is that the more severe the problem, the quieter the person.
It's the show everyone's talking about. The D.L. Hughley Show.
No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is the easiest decision. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One, N.A. member FDIC.
The Ricky Smiley Morning Show, the most fun week in the morning. It's the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Monday on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show is National Holiday. It's the one-year anniversary of the Montgomery Boat Brawl.
And you know I got the hot spot. Bring your chair with music, movies, and more.
Ooh, honey, and I'm gonna have some more hot, fabulous celebrity too. Another fabulous color today. Speaking of which, it's gonna be Mail on Violation Monday. You don't want to miss it. Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
It's the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Life insurance is something you need, but the process can seem overwhelming. And while buying coverage online may seem like an easy option, it can often lead to an expensive one-size-fits-all policy. What if one 15-minute phone call was all it took to get a personalized quote? That's reality with SelectQuote. SelectQuote customers save $6,000 over the course of a policy by working with a licensed insurance agent. And with their suite of highly rated insurance carriers, you can compare your options based on your needs and budget all in one place. Plus, they have policies for less than $1 a day with no medical exam required. That's right, you can be covered by the time you hang up. With savings like these and to process this easy, it might just be the most important call you make this year.
Get an accurate quote the first time with a SelectQuote agent today. Call 1-800-375-4747 for your free quote. That's 1-800-375-4747. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-375-4747. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
If you need up to $3,000, go to WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com is the name you can trust. It's free to use, available 24/7, and you are never required to accept any loan offer. Some lenders offer same-day funding. If you need up to $3,000, type WeFixMoney.com directly into your browser. WeFixMoney.com has been helping customers for 14 years and has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. So, if you need cash for credit card bills, car repairs, child care, or anything else, go to WeFixMoney.com. Make sure you type WeFixMoney.com directly in your browser. Go to the company you trust, WeFixMoney.com. Just fill in the information and get an answer in minutes at WeFixMoney.com. For up to $3,000, go to WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com.
Hi, you've reached Health Enrollment Center. How can I help you?
I heard there's a way to get a no-cost health plan with a $500 cash allowance program to pay for everyday stuff like my cell phone.
That's right. Just need to ask a few questions. Do you make under $50,000?
I do.
Are you under 65 years old?
I'm 33.
Okay, and are you on Medicare or Medicaid?
I'm not.
Great. I'll check your zip code now and see if you're eligible for a zero-cost health plan plus the cash allowance program of a $500 benefit card.
Call 800-368-2671 to see if your income level and zip code qualifies you for a zero-cost health plan that covers all costs for things like doctor's visits and prescription medications. You can even find a dental plan, plus a cash card where you get up to $500 to use for gas, rent, even your cell phone. That's right. Based on your income and zip code, you can receive a benefit card with $500 to spend on essential needs. Call 800-368-2671. The call is free and it only takes 3 minutes to see if you qualify. Call 800-368-2671. That's 800-368-2671. 800-368-2671.
Wait, she's posting pics with a dude in Mexico. We just broke up.
If Heineken Silver was a doom-scrolling ex-boyfriend, it would have all the feels. None of the new boyfriend jealousy.
She looks happy on the messenger. Hey, Stace, loved the super cute post with @RyanRyan7. Enjoy Mexico and that ceviche spot.
forhers.com/radio. That's forhers.com/radio. FORHERS.com/radio.
I have been the largest that I've ever been. Once I hit age 40, it seemed like it was harder to get really large. So I needed extra help. With Zoe Wellness, I lost 29 pounds. When I look in the mirror now, I like what I see. Everybody's been complimenting me and they're like, oh, I can tell you've lost weight. So it feels good. I feel good because I feel like I'm more in control of my health. The hemoglobin A1C came back down. The cholesterol level came back down. My energy picked up. I was able to rest better at night. And I definitely enjoyed coming down the sizes and clothes.
Call Zoe Wellness today. With our unique doctor-approved program, you can drop up to 30 pounds in just 30 days and keep it off naturally, without exercise, injections, or medications. Call now and be one of the first 20 callers and get your metabolic report and consultation. A $100 value, absolutely free.
Your health is wealth. It's a great investment when you're trying to live your best life.
Call 404-301-3030. 404-301-3030.
That makes your afternoon better. The Jazzy Report is on the way. Get more of what you love from the DL Hughley Show with our app now at Google Play and the App Store. It's the DL Hughley Show. Park Elementary from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit myclassicsatl.com. That's myclassicsatl.com. It's the 2024 Tools for School Tour, brought to you by Boost Mobile, McDonald's, Taylor Law Firm, American Group Community Care, Glamorous Gyms, DeKalb County Parks and Rec, Atlanta Fire and Rescue, Level Up Barbershop, and Atlanta's classic R&B station, Classics 1029.
This is it. Shop the Lowe's Closeout event to get up to 70% off select major appliances for your home. Plus, get up to 60% off select patio furniture and accessories for your outdoor spaces. So hurry into your local store today, because these deals are too good to last. Shop them now before they're gone, because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Paid for by We Call Media.
Hi, you've reached Health Enrollment Center. How can I help you?
I heard there's a way to get a no-cost health plan with a $500 cash allowance program to pay for everyday stuff like my cell phone.
That's right. Just need to ask a few questions. Do you make under $50,000?
I do.
Are you under 65 years old?
I'm 33.
Okay, and are you on Medicare or Medicaid?
I'm not.
Great. I'll check your zip code now and see if you're eligible for a zero-cost health plan, plus the cash allowance program of a $500 benefit card.
Call 800-368-2671 to see if your income level and zip code qualifies you for a zero-cost health plan that covers all costs for things like doctor's visits and prescription medications. You can even find a dental plan, plus a cash card where you get up to $500 to use for gas, rent, even your cell phone. That's right. Based on your income and zip code, you can receive a benefit card with $500 to spend on essential needs. Call 800-368-2671. The call is free and only takes 3 minutes to see if you qualify. Call 800-368-2671. That's 800-368-2671. 800-368-2671.
Navy Federal Credit Union is back with more eligibility. Now you can hear all your favorites like, my brother's a veteran, I get amazing rates. My mom served, I get 24/7 never support. Grandpa was a soldier and now I'm a member. And who could forget, thanks to my father who served in the military, I'm now eligible for incredible member benefits. Call 1-855-800-2102 or visit NavyFederal.org today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're seeing the unseeable. Using advanced imaging technology, our experts can look deeper into the human body, uncovering the smallest of details that would otherwise go unnoticed, leading to more accurate diagnoses and treatments. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic, because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Sometimes intimate moments happen spontaneously. At Hims, we know it's always better to be ready. And the best way to be ready anytime is to go to hims.com today. Because when you go to hims.com/radio, you'll find doctor-trusted ED treatments for less, with the same active ingredient as Cialis. Available in daily pills or chews, Hims gives you that boost of confidence, knowing you can be ready whenever the mood strikes. To connect with a licensed medical provider, just go to hims.com. No in-person appointments or awkward conversations required. If prescription medication is right for you, it'll be shipped to your door for free. Starting at less than $2 a day, you can get an ED treatment prescribed 100% online, all for a fraction of the price of name brands. Get your confidence back with Hims. Get started with a free 100% online consultation today at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. hims.com/radio.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this, because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-450-1807. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-450-1807 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-450-1807. 800-450-1807. 800-450-1807.
What does going all out at Six Flags sound like? Well, like... And
Atlanta's home for classic R&B and classics. 102.9. Let's take our first look at traffic this afternoon. What's going on out there?
Afternoon, this report is sponsored by Allstate. In Henry County, an older crush should be getting moved out of your two left lanes. I-75 northbound at Jonesboro Road, exit 221. And a crash 7585 southbound at Martin Luther King Jr. Drive is off to the right. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Margo McKenna for the home of the DL Hughley Show and Atlanta's Classics Music All Day. Classics 102.9.
First of all, I gotta give it out to DL. Just like you are one of my favorites. I love you, man. Just to hurry up to get to the point, y'all will not believe what happened to me. My maiden name is Cartwright, so I grew up all my life, hey, houses, bonanza in the farm and everything, and I hated my last name so long that I said, oh God, I can't wait to get rid of it. So I got married, fell in love with this man, and I didn't even realize that what his last name was. His last name was Lyde, L-Y-D-E. I was like, what? I was like, oh my God. And you can't take a big argument apart before we got married, because I was trying to convince him to take my last name. So eventually, I sucked it up and took his last name, and oh my God, but I kept my maiden name, I put our names together. For the kids' sake, you cannot deprive those kids of that man's last name. That is not right. If you want to do that to yourself, you can do that for you. But when it comes to that man and his kids, that's not right.
Well, there's a lot worse things that you can be upset about than a name. I mean, if you put this name, then, deal with it. I mean, as long as your name is not Mrs. Buttersley, I mean, how bad could it be,
Actually, I kind of find that degrading. I'm calling from Des Moines, Iowa. And I think from the jump, if it wasn't going to work out, she should even tighten up. I just think she kind of put herself and him in a real awkward situation and got the kids mixed up in this as well.
Well, you know what? With a name like Ugly, yeah, I'll change everything. But on a serious note, I would talk to my children about it first, see how they feel about it. So with a name like Ugly, yeah, I'll change everything.
Okay, and then yesterday we asked the question, the NABJ notoriously had Donald Trump on. They invited him to sit on the panel. The question, do you think it was a good idea? That's the question we posed. You had a lot to say. She didn't have a lot to say because she wouldn't speak anymore because I called it a feckless organization. But you said...
I don't know about it being a good idea or bad idea, but the issue was you had him there. So you had a chance to call him out on his lies and make him tell some more lies. And they didn't do it. That's what the problem was. They had their shot at him and they didn't take it. That's really the issue. It could have been a good idea because then you could have put him out there and let people see him, catch him lying again, which he does all the time. He knows he's going to lie about anything you ask him. So they should have taken advantage of that, and they didn't.
It was a good idea for them to break them to bring him and allow him to talk and answer questions, because every time he opens his mouth, we see how stupid he is. And he has the brain the size of a mustard seed. And so I think it's really good for them to allow him to talk. Let him keep talking, because every time he talks, he says something that is so stupid that it should turn people off. And black women, we already know how dumb he is. But as you black men, if I run into another black man that says, one, that he's not voting, I'm going to put him back in chains and take him to the plantation and let him work for 16 hours in the sun so he can know that Trump thinks black jobs are picking cotton. Or if I find another black man that says he's voting for Trump because Trump did more for black people than Obama. Really? I need y'all to read and find out the facts. It is just horrible how much ignorance and stupidity is out here. But yeah, it was a good idea for them to bring him, because he's stupid, and let him keep talking so we can know how dumb he is.
We got more of the DL Hughley Show that's coming up in about 10 minutes. It's the DL Hughley Show.
More fun is on the way on the DL Hughley Show.